Here's your host, Alfredo Leon.
This is indeed for Need for Speed Payback players. You will finally get your wish, and that's online freeroam, as it'll be coming to the game. Here is YouTuber Theo Thomas, aka Black Panther, speaking about this update coming to the game.
Essentially needs to be more focused on the multiplayer at launch, because if you don't have it, what are people going to do after the campaign? Multiplayer extremely enhances the amount of time people can have on the game, playing about, crafting about, doing absolutely nothing. If Payback never got a multiplayer free roam update, I would probably have stopped playing it in a few weeks' time. I'm very near to the point where I've done literally everything other than the new DLC, which I have already actually finished and I know what happens and stuff. The free roam basically needs to come soon. Super soon. And in the future games, it needs to be in there at launch, and it needs to be full of things for us to do.
The only time you can roam with your friends is when you're waiting for a lobby to fill up, specifically speedless. But with the new mode, you can now roam around Fortune Valley without having to do events or races. This is something that fans have been wanting before the game was even released, and that was a bit controversial as well. This caused both motivated developer Ghost Games and publisher EA to act as if this isn't the first time that fan pressure has caused changes to be made to the game. It isn't, as they've been wanting other stuff as well into the game, especially with the difficulty with winning races and stuff as well. But that was a previous update as well. This update, though, with the online free roam, will be free for all players, but there's still no release date, as the game's Twitter account said it's still being worked on. They won't fix the major problems that this game has had, I agree, and it probably won't get new players to play it. But this can cause players that already played it and enjoyed Payback's arcade handling, and maybe some friends have also. That will be a reason for them to get behind the wheel again. I agree. This isn't going to really sway me. As I said, I will never play this game, as this game did not do well reviews-wise, as I stated in a previous video. GameSpot only gave it 5 out of 10. I don't care about IGN. But as far as online free roam is concerned, this is exactly what players wanted since the beginning. They finally listened to the players. That's the one thing I'll give EA and Ghost Games credit for. They do listen to their fans as far as the things they want in a game and they need. And I give them kudos for that, because, you know, a lot of games don't necessarily listen to what the players want. EA and Ghost Games do, and give them credit for that, as this is exactly what players have been wanting for since the beginning. Even before that, players want online free roam, and that's exactly what you guys have got. But I don't understand what the purpose of online free roam is. Well, I know what it is, obviously, but what's the purpose of having it if you don't have online access? As a lot of players probably just play the arcade and then they're done. What else are they gonna do? How often are you guys gonna even go online with your friends? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to beg for. Well, online free roam, it does make sense to play because you want to be able to play with your friends whenever you want. But how often do players even go online? That's the thing. That's the thing with online free roam. Most of the time when I play video games, I almost never go online. As when do I have time? Most of these players that have online free roam that they've been wanting, most of them probably have real life jobs and families and stuff to do. How often are they going to be able to go online? YouTubers like Black Panther and guys like that got more time because that's their job, and they're going to be able to go online with their friends. But most of the time, how much time are you going to have to even go online that often? Because, you know, well, a lot of times these players have actual jobs and families and they have lives. So what are they going to be able to have time to go online? So, but as far as online free roam is concerned, it makes sense because you want to be able to play with your friends and stuff. But like I said, how often are you going to be able to play it? It's not going to matter to me because I don't go online that often anyway, and I'm not interested in playing Payback at all, so it doesn't matter to me. But as far as the players are concerned, good for them as they get what they wanted. But now the one thing players actually want now is free roam cops, which is sort of what got them the update when they got the abandoned cards there. Sort of did get free roam cops, but not native, like naturally, like in the whole environment. Anywhere you go, but you can still go anywhere with that. But anyways, as far as the free roam is concerned, this is exactly what players wanted, and you got what you wanted. And now, try not to keep complaining too much anymore because you keep getting what you want. But yeah, like I said, it's not going to sway me to play this game at all, ever. But still, it's pretty interesting to see that they finally got something that players wanted. That's a good thing about EA Ghost Games, as they do listen to their players, which is a good thing because players want to be able to have a good time, play with their friends. And it's not all about the arcade stuff. Well, it's an arcade game, but it's not all about the the story mode and the regular single player. As a lot of players do get turned off by playing just single player, and that's all that happens when they go online. And that's the thing. Online allows you to keep playing the game longer, but there's not much to do online right now. But now with the For Life free roam, you could be able to do stuff besides speedless, which you have the drift and the regular races and the off-roading. But this will help players to be able to just want to explore online world and find other challengers to beat and other people to challenge, which is pretty cool. That at least you could be able to do that. As like I said, it's not going to sway me to play it ever. But still, going online is at least something that the players have been wanting since the beginning. It doesn't make any sense for them to wait this long. It doesn't make any sense for that to be the case. And that's the bad thing about a franchise that has not been doing great since the original Most Wanted in 2005. They always seem to wait until something is bad, then they want to change it. You got to try to avoid it early. It's not something Ghost has been having issues with in Payback as far as not being able to, as far as including things that they shouldn't and excluding things that they should. As they did not have free roam cops, they did not, well they still don't, until if you consider free roam cops with abandoned missions, they didn't have unlike free roam, and the races were too difficult as you barely made any money, you kept repeating them. So there's been a lot of complaints with this game, and I don't blame those fans who have complained about it because they're trying to get the best possible game that they could possibly play, and they're not getting the product that they hoped for. I certainly did it, and that's why I'm not going to play it, ever. And this is just unfortunate that they have to wait until people react to something that's not in the game, and then they want to address it. It doesn't make much sense at all. They got to be proactive, not reactive. It just doesn't make sense for EA Ghost, but at least they're listening, which is good. But still, with the unlike free roam, that's a good thing that the players want that now to keep more players interested. It's not going to create new players, as the game has so many flaws, and they haven't been able to address them completely. They're just patching them up, as that's not enough to get players like myself to start playing it that haven't played it. It's not going to make a difference. But still, it's at least they're addressing their issues, but they should not be reactive. They should be proactive. Like I said, they should be doing this stuff before the game even starts. That's something they got to learn for the next games that they release for Need for Speed, to try not to make these same mistakes, to try to get more players to play from the beginning and not have weakened parts of the game. That's probably why it's not been doing successfully critically, and that's why you're not getting players to play Need for Speed anymore, because of how bad the franchise has been since the original Most Wanted. And that's the thing with Online Free Roam. At least they're trying to do something to go into the right direction. It's not going to be enough though, because how many players even go online that often? But when they do though, it's going to be a big benefit as we be able to explore the map more and actually have a map. Because previously with Online, you could not be able to see the map, as you have to only use the mini map to be able to go places, because it was not open world for Online Free Roam, because it was just for speedless events, and that's why you couldn't be able to do much. You can still drive around, you just didn't have a proper map to be able to explore the proper Online Free Roam. At least give them credit for that, as that's something that at least they're addressing. But still, it's not going to make a difference for those who haven't played it, like myself, to play it. It's not going to really move the needle that much. But for those that have Online Free Roam, have a good time with that. You're going to enjoy it if you do play it, because you're going to be able to play with your friends, and you can be able to explore the map and not do actual events. If you don't want to, you can create some mini challenges if you want to on your own without having to actually start an event or a race. At least that's pretty cool for you guys to do, and have fun. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Till next time, guys, peace.